Businesses have been adopting Microsoft Teams in their masses over the last couple of years, but it has its limitations. That's for a few reasons, but the two we hear over and over again are that essential phone system features are either missing altogether or are implemented poorly. Let's take IVR menus, for example. Also known as auto attendants, they're very common. They're the press 1, press 2 menus you hear all the time, and most businesses with a public phone line will have one of some sort. To set up an IVR menu in Teams, the process looks like this. Head to the Resource Accounts tab in the Teams Admin Center, create a new resource account, assign a Microsoft Teams Phone Standard virtual user license to the resource account you just created, assign one of your phone numbers to the resource account, head to the Auto Attendants tab, follow the creation wizard to create an auto attendant, filling out each section as you go, assign dial keys individually, and create a welcome message. At the end of the wizard, link the resource account you created earlier with your new auto attendant. That's way too complicated. Here's what the same process looks like in the Yay dashboard. Create a new call route and drag the IVR module into the flow. Drag other modules in to decide what happens when your caller presses a key. Choose a module to end the route and assign a phone number. That's it. But it's not just Teams' unnecessary complexity in setting up the IVR that's the issue here. What's achievable with each implementation is quite different. Businesses often need IVR menus consisting of multiple levels. For example, you'll press 1 for technical support, then you'll press 2 to push the call to the appropriate department. With Teams, that's not possible. It only supports one level. You press 1 or 2 and that's it. Good telephony solutions will offer multi-level IVR menus. In the Yay call route creation panel, just drag the IVR module in once for each level you need. So much for IVRs, but what about a feature like call recording? In Teams, while you can record meetings by default, you can't record one-to-one calls unless you create a new calling policy with call recording enabled and assign that policy to all the users whose calls you want recorded. But there are some issues. First, those policy changes can take a few hours to become active once you've saved them. Recording also won't take place automatically. You'll have to manually select the start recording option when you're on a call to record it, and you can't record PSTN calls at all. Recording is only available for internal calls. On our platform, enabling global recording is a one-click process. Just head to the Call History tab and enable global call recording. This enables recording for every call, whether it's PSTN or internal, and if you do want more granular control, you can select custom and toggle call recording according to the call route and/or the user. In practical terms, this means you never have to remember to start recording a call, and you'll never miss recording a crucial part of a conversation. With Teams, by contrast, you're stuck with manually recording internal calls and meetings, with no way of recording external calls without turning to a third party. As a final example, when it comes to controlling in Teams where incoming calls go once they're made to one of your phone numbers, your options are pretty limited. If you want calls to ring through to a group of users, this is something strangely that admins don't configure. Call forwarding and simultaneous ring, the two ways of achieving this, are user-driven features and are created within the Teams application itself. Unlike auto attendants and call queues, you don't set up resource accounts to manage this from the admin center. You use actual users. That means if you wanted to set up a phone number for your support team, you'd have to assign a number to one user, have that user create a call group within the Teams app. Once the call group is created, your chosen user will share all of their calls with the other members of the group. As an implementation, this is a bit odd. The call group isn't usable like a traditional hunt group and is more approximating a feature that's a staple of other phone systems. With Yay, if you want to create hunt groups so that multiple users ring at the same time when someone calls a number, just create a hunt group by heading to the Hunt Group tab and creating a new group, selecting the users you'd like to include and giving it a name. Once you save, you can send calls to this group by selecting the group in the Send Call module of any call route. If you think that Microsoft has implemented any of these features in a way that's clunky, just bear in mind that some features don't even have any UI at all. A lot of the configuration takes place in Windows PowerShell, so if you don't have technical staff on hand to help, you're going to struggle. So if Microsoft Teams isn't the solution most think it is, what should businesses do? Well, if you like Teams for its interface and its strengths in internal collaboration, but need a better phone system for your external calls, you should look into direct routing. Direct routing replaces Microsoft's phone system in the backend with a third-party system, making it easy to set up a great phone system, offering more cost-effective calling plans, and filling in for all the missing features in Teams' phone system. Alternatively, drop Teams altogether. Opt instead for a phone system-first unified communications platform as your one-stop solution for collaboration and communication.